Hello and welcome to Anime Pathfinder. This is an anime adaptation of the tabletop RPG Pathfinder Second Edition. Blah, blah. There will be plenty of homebrew ruling, items, and abilities. My goal is to give off a proper shonen vibe using Pathfinder 2E's mechanics. Please keep in mind that I'm a fairly new GM and I'm still in the process of improving my knowledge in Pathfinder lore, so please bear with me. My name is Jophresh, and we will now begin the fourth episode of Anime Pathfinder While at Sea. Today we will be joined by making sure I unmute, not to repeat last session's problem. We have Sullivan, the human fighter.
Hello.
There we go. We got Reef, the Azarketi kineticist.
Hello.
There we go. There's the portrait. We got Red, the Kitsune Magus.
Hello.
And we got Cal, the Catfolk champion.
Howdy, everybody.
All right. Yes, you're first. All right. So we are missing Kira today, but the show will go on. Now, checking is the sound playing. No, it is not. All right then. Please pick up. Ciao. Hopefully it's picking up on stream because it's not showing up on my Streamlabs. Alright. We'll just... Okay, I'll figure that out later. Alright, we'll continue. Previously on Anime Pathfinder, our friends set sail, beginning their 100-day voyage to Tankujima. Under the leadership of Sully, and their amazing coordination with their ship, sped their travel time by a couple of days. During this time, Cal was trying out the scroll he got from the bandit that tried to steal the ship some nights ago. At first, he thought nothing was working, but hold and behold, a small little bear cub appeared and spoke to him. His name was Kuma Sensei, or Sensei for short. On the fourth day of their travel, within the inner sea, they have encountered an Elasmosaurus, a prehistoric creature considered as a sea beast from the locals that roams the great depths of the blue abyss. Alright, and the floor is yours. You just kill this creature. What would you like to do with it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know a
when
good
you-
recipe for this kind of thing.
Excellent.
You will not
Yeah, so-
go hungry.
Reef grabs it by the tail and just drags it down into the galley.
Will it
Perfect.
fit through the doors?
There's a bit of shoving to go down the stairs.
Need to cut it up before it goes down there.
Probably.
Yeah.
We can quarter it up or something.
You can definitely try to cut it down to size. You could do survival, like for what's that term for grabbing food supplies?
Butchering?
It is at the tip of my tongue. Pathfinder had a specific term for it. It's a skill.
Oh, subsist.
Subsist. Thank you.
I actually said it, but it's muted.
Oh yeah, the mic. Yeah. So if you'd like, anyone would like to do a nature to understand this creature, maybe it could help you guys understand how to cut it up, which would help the butchering process.
So do you want a subsist roll or do you want a nature roll first?
Well, I'm assuming it's like not everyone will be doing nature and what everyone is carving. So whoever doesn't want to carve this thing could do nature, and then whoever have experience in carving creatures could go ahead and carve creatures.
Sullivan is gonna absolutely direct from the back because he's got neither nature nor survival. Ta-ta!
He'll just be there to enjoy the spoils.
I have a very
Sure.
messy survival skill.
There.
Yeah.
I have a pretty strong survival skill. I think the highest, actually.
Sullivan is gonna use the grandma tactic. Oh my god, you're so good at this!
Yeah, in survival, it's Reef, Cow, Kira, and then in nature, it's
Right, we have
Kira,
access
then
to
Reef.
that now.
Oh yeah, Reef has nature. So but it's okay. Yeah, we can just go straight to carving. So who will be the primary? Who will be aiding? And then we'll go from there.
Well, I took Forager, so with the subsist, it gives me some nice bonuses. So I should probably be the one to go ahead and do that.
Okay, so your initial
Yeah,
roll is a 23.
Can we get Kyra to do the nature roll?
Okay.
Oh, we decided we could to use a survival, or sorry, I'm confused.
No,
Are we
survival
doing-
is just for carving the creature, but to roll nature, I was hoping like you guys would do it, but I guess we'll let the ghost of Kira speak. Let's see. So many tabs around. Skills.
I mean,
She's
my
got a
role in
plus-
nature is pretty close to Kira's as well, I think.
Yeah, you're
It's a
you're
3
plus
It's
different.
okay. Let's just see if
Oh, is
Kira,
it? Okay, never mind.
let's just see if Kira can do the roll to give you the bonus, and she did. All right. So in roleplay, I'm assuming like Kira will just be instructing since it is a critical success. She got a 31 and the DC is 20. so she literally knows how to like cut this creature better, so it will give a +2 to survival immediately. So because she's kind of like guiding you guys on how to cut it. So if anyone else want to do an aid,
Can I aid
100%.
in Reef's role?
Yep.
So he's expert. I'm trained. He should probably be the main roller, but I can do an aid roll on him.
Oh yeah, you can totally do
Yep.
an aid roll. Please go ahead. I don't know why the sound is not working. Okay, so what we got? We got 20. Yep. So +2 to the 20 to 25, then +2 from Kira's assistance, 27. Anyone else want to do an aid on the on survival?
I can.
I will restrain myself. There is an equal chance that I succeed or critically fail.
Yeah.
There's that risk
Almost
indeed.
there.
So
Yeah, if you're not trained, that might very well happen.
How do I roll for an aid?
just roll survival, and then if you pass a DC, then you would be able to give a +2 to the main person, Carmen. Yep.
Oh, very good.
Yep. So 27 to 29. Okay, let's just for the sake of teamwork, I'll have how also contribute on survival because he is trained. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna eat for years to come.
All right, so 29, 31. All right, so the now the result is now a critical success. So you have food for 3 weeks, and you guys managed to get a perfect Elasmosaurus skeleton that could be sold in museums or other collectors for 300 gold.
Ooh.
But I'm assuming since it's such a large creature, it's not gonna be like an instant butchering. This is gonna be, few days.
A reef just goes like pressure washer on it.
Cleans it right off. All right. So, about 5 days later, our friends were able to enjoy a great bounty of the sea. The once mighty creature has now fallen into the bottom of the food chain. The crew discussed and unanimously agreed to not dock at quarantine, considered the laws of Chiliac still allow slavery as part of their society. Leaving the last wave of the inner sea, their ship is now embracing the cold air and the vast horizon of the Arcadian Ocean. Just to kind of like have for reference, I will be opening the map. And it's lagging. Of course it is. Alright. So that tiny little orange dot is quarantine, and you guys are just passing, already passing, leaving that area. So kind of like a quarter between quarantine and Mediogality Island. La, la, la. A flock of albatross have been following the nautical dreamer, hoping to get a chance to partake on the crew's massive haul. However, during Sullivan's turn to man the helm, an object of some sort fell from the sky and made a thud on the deck. So Sullivan, you're on the wheel right now, and then while you're kind of like sailing, watching to the horizon, and then on your peripheral, like something just fell on your deck.
Okay, what's the weather like?
It's pretty clear. It's not so bad. But you could do a either nature or ocean or sailor.
Well, I mean, I'm asking that. What's the state of the clouds, right?
Oh, the clouds right
it
now
super cover?
it's still quite clear right now. It's like
Yeah,
very clear.
so
Yeah.
it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Just like
All right, who would be on the deck with me at the moment? Anybody wants to?
Probably me. Oh, have we rested?
oh yeah, like this is like
Yes.
5 days later.
Sorry,
Everyone is healed
I
up.
just noticed that
Yeah.
my stuff is all.
Yeah, you just heal that up. No worries. Everyone's at max HP, so no issues.
Can I
sleeping.
roll an ocean lore check?
Yep, go ahead. Who will be at the top around this time? Maybe like someone is on down below deck working on something else, or you know. who will
What
be
part
on-
of the day is it again?
I would say it's like around like 1 or 3 like PM.
All right.
1 or 3. Yeah, between 1 and 3. Brief would definitely be on the deck for sure.
Okay. Red, what are you looking for with the ocean lore again? Sorry, trying to remember.
I'm kind of taking a look at the conditions, and the object itself, and trying to put 2 and 2 together.
Okay. So upon checking, as Red, Reef, and Sully, Kyle, will you be downstairs, or would you be up top on the deck as well with everybody around this time, like between 1 to 3?
In the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been up
early afternoon.
Early afternoon, yeah.
up in the front section.
Yeah,
Up here.
you'll be there as well. Okay, so as everyone kind of like hover around, look for that thing that fell down. It's an albatross. So it's like the creature. Oh, accidentally deleted that. So you still have like this massive body of the Lasmosiris, like partially trying to tear off like good meat for you guys to eat, and partake in, and you guys are drying some meat on like the other side of the boat. Of course, seagulls and other life are trying to kind of like try to eat some, and one of them did fall down from the sky, just fell down straight to the floor, and it's one of the albatross that's kind of like trying to eat like your hull as well.
But there seems to be no other predators or anything in the area.
Yeah, so on the ocean lore that you rolled, you looking at the water, the water looks calm, like it's a good day to sail.
What
Yeah,
about
they
up?
would not. They would not let Sullivan drive if it wasn't a good day to sail.
Fair point. Fair point. That's a fact. Yeah.
Reef would have found Sullivan an important captain duty to do.
Am I able to tell whether or not this albatross actually ate the fish?
Like you're gonna inspect the albatross itself?
Oh, well,
Probably
do
have
I
to open it.
is this one that I might recognize? Like all birds tend to have a different pattern or feather pattern, or let's say I was probably in the crow's nest watching stuff going on. Would I know for sure? Or are
Rag,
there just too many birds in the area?
Yeah, that was
what just fell on my ship?
Seems to be an albatross, Captain.
Seems to be a sight for tonight's meal.
Is it
Uh,
dead?
Yes.
it is dead. It's the question of why it's dead that I'm trying to figure out.
So if we look up, do we see anything weird?
So much as just the other birds. More albatross, like kind of like circling around. Some are, docked on the crow's nest. Some are docked on like the sail, like that wood thing. I don't know what it's called, where the sails kind of like drop. Like they're just sitting. Some are sitting there as well, but some are like flying around. You guys are definitely attracting a lot of birds at the moment because of the massive creature that's on your deck right now.
Can I kind of inspect the food that the sea creatures thing that these birds are trying to eat?
Yes, you certainly can. You could do
You could inspect the corpse.
Autopsy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
either
thinking, like-
medicine or survival. Either medicine or survival. I would be okay with that.
Right. So I will probably actually call
I got you.
Cal or Kira over. Because I know that they were working at a
Okay.
place where they did healing stuff and got involved in medicine stuff. So I would just say, like, can we make sure that like this bird didn't die because this sea beast is coming back from the grave to murder us all?
That is certainly an assumption. I did not expect that. How paranoid are you guys? Okay.
And I'm from the back streets. I've seen stuff.
That's a perfectly valid reason to ask. So yeah, Kyle. What would you like to do?
Especially since we hover over the dead creature and it says perfectly.
Or
Yeah,
nature,
if you're
or
trying to kind of
combat.
like, are you trying to dissect the creature, the bird, to see if it ate something bad or like what happened to it, or what in particular are you trying to do?
Well, it's dead.
Yes.
And is there any signs of like a a malady that was long lasting, or is just no obvious signs?
All right. Just give me a medicine check, just since you're kind of like in just investigating the health of this creature.
And my connection in the tabletop is rebooting.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just wait a few seconds for that.
Should I help him because I'm probably also intrigued at the whole idea of forensics?
For sure, yeah. You can give him an aid. See if you guys can kind of like brainstorm together and kind of like see what you guys are could come up with. And as this is happening, what would Reef and Sully be doing at this moment?
Sully is just at the wheel. He's gonna keep wheeling until someone comes up with an idea of what happened to this poor bird.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my roll, or we.
Sorry, what did you guys find on the bird exactly? Or you haven't rolled yet?
No, they haven't.
We're waiting for the server reboot.
Okay, so yeah, so that is a pass. You will be aiding Cal on his roll, and we're just waiting for him to boot up. And Reef, are you doing anything while?
Yeah, I'll assist as well.
You'll assist. All right, so just give it a roll. Okay. You tried to help.
It's not a crit fail.
Hey, silver linings.
At least you tried. There's the effort that's important. All right.
So medicine check, but with a +2.
Yes, +2 with the idiot. There was not happening.
I'm new to how to add a roll.
It's
and
okay.
only let me
I
add-
can just add it.
You can hold shift before clicking on something. Oh my god.
Handling it.
I thought you guys wanted to see inside the bird, okay?
It's like elbow drop on this bird.
It's gonna be mush now.
All right, so 27. Was that already included the +2 in the roll?
The +1, so it's technically be a 28.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Because I was able to add the circumstance +1. I didn't figure out how to add it.
Oh yeah. You can change the value of the 1 before you click add. So you can
Yeah.
change the circumstance. But it's, let's see, where's my notes here? So you're trying to dissect this. You're trying to like study the creature, and it's kind of like taking some time. Like maybe 10 minutes has passed, and you don't see anything. In particular, you don't see that the albatross choked on the food. You don't whatever it ate didn't seem like it's either normal bird, and it does baffle you a little bit, like as to what would have caused. Like it looks like it might have gotten like some sort
have
of
you
bird
checked for
stroke.
dehydration?
Can't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Probably
check.
not. Since you guys can't discern the cause of death, I'm assuming dehydration.
Appears to have any other noticeable, so it could be something that we just can't discover with what we have here.
Drop down from the sky
No, that's
to present itself for our inspection.
Everyone just
I
kind of
can-
looks up, waiting. There's no bird falling down, following that
I can make it happen. There's some right there on the beam.
For anyone, let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So anyone that has sailor, please give me a roll. There's gonna be a recall knowledge for those who have sailor.
Recall knowledge.
It's lore sailing.
Yeah, it's just
Sailing.
lore sailing. Yeah. For a second, I thought it was a 1. All right, so that's actually 15 is the DC. So as sailors, you have I'm gonna copy this, go into Discord, and send it to you guys for those who have sailor. Nope, that's not how it's working. It's not helping out. Here we go. This is gonna be kind of like a recall knowledge for you. So you guys definitely remember something of as sailors for being at sea, for like have a feeling of what this could be. In the 2 seconds while they're remembering something in anime universe, from a cutscene, from a something. So as Kyle, you you dissected. You're not really picking up much. It's of this albatross that's now dissected, or how you guys wanna kind of either eat it or it is in your hands, so you could decide its fate after this, essentially.
Oh no, we're not gonna eat this poor bird. We don't know how it died.
Actually, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point.
Yeah, so
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a superstitious one, but there are superstitions that say then an albatross dying is a very bad sign for the ship.
Yeah, I am
Okay.
superstitious, so we're gonna be super careful for the next few days.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna try to heal the bird. See if we can bring it back to life. Then superstition be damned.
But it fell out of the sky from nowhere. I feel like that can't be a good sign, no matter
It
what
has to
you
go
do.
through 4 rounds of dying before it dies.
Says who?
The rules of Golarion.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds really sketchy.
The skeptic spoke.
So I try to use my magic water to
Yeah.
heal it.
So I would just kind of have I just want to understand the picture in my mind. Did Cal dissect this creature fully
Oh no,
upon
I didn't
inspection?
dissect it.
Oh, so how did you kind of like inspect it? In terms of, I just kind of
Maybe,
understand
like,
how you did it.
Its mouth, see if there's any wounds. I go through the feathers to see if
Okay,
there's like.
okay. So you
like,
didn't.
Yeah, if it's cut in half, I don't try to revive it. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Exactly. That's why I thought you were dissecting to see if it choked on something. Or, okay. So if you're just
No, no.
upon physical inspection, yeah, definitely you can't really tell much. So you try to use heal, like your magic water. You soaked it. You now have a drenched dead bird.
So it's not coming back to life.
No,
Slip everything and stick it in the pot.
Not the
You're not-
albatross. Yeah.
We don't know why it died. I'm not eating the bird. You can eat it. I'll go fish for myself.
No, it's my patient. We're gonna cast this bird off to the burial at sea.
Very noble.
Or I can just hunt my own later if I want to.
Do you
That's
know how
true.
much food we have on this ship right now?
That's true. You guys won't go hungry at all.
Yeah. And there's
It's about diversity.
but they're hanging out above us if you need one. But
Just let how shoot one down for you. How's that?
Have you never heard of having a balanced diet? Like there's one kind of protein and then another kind of protein.
Let's
I
just
don't
not
think
eat the
I have
roadkill.
good authority that this bird lost its balance when it fell to the ground and died. So it has no balance. So it can't help with your balanced diet. Okay, that was.
I think my mic picks up when I laugh, so
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Alright. So now that the cutscene of the flashback is finished, what would everyone be doing? What would you like?
Apparently flinging the albatross overboard.
Sally, you said that you mentioned you had their sailor roll.
Okay.
Just give me.
I apologize for the joke.
All right. So what do we get? Ooh. Are you hiding, Reef?
Are you? God damn it! No, you don't. I know exactly what you're doing. No, you don't.
Okay, wait. To be fair, what is everyone's perception DC?
I don't want.
So 20 and 18. Does anyone have Cal? What is your perception DC?
I don't see it. Let me
We have
see.
22 for Cal
can
and
assist you.
23 for Kira.
Why do we not see? It is. It's in colors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
That's my-
so there's
that's
only
my-
one person that has it high enough, and that person is not at the table right
It's
now.
not a table, so therefore I won't be
Yeah,
role
but-
playing that, and
I thought
therefore
the-
nobody saw that.
guys,
The player knows, but the character does not know what had happened to the bird after being chucked into the sea. Only Reef knows
Reese
his
is
fate.
considerate, and he will only give himself a portion of it.
Yeah, no one else knows.
He's gonna be that guy that shows up at the office with a bowl of rice and a whole chicken.
All right. So, silly. All right. So you got a good roll. You definitely passed. So as a suspicious person, you know that to
talking to anime characters.
So
Huh?
wait,
What?
Somebody's Hey Google or Siri or whatever kicked off.
Someone's looking
Wait.
for anime characters?
Sorry, it was me.
what was the DC?
It's
I didn't think my phone volume was on, and I clicked on something.
anime characters.
You're in academia.
You were asking something?
So the DC of perception would be you add your bonus to 10, right?
Yeah, it's just like whatever bonus is plus 10.
Okay, so it would be 22 for mine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
you still didn't see it. so no one have noticed the activity that has happened in the shadows. You're aware that when sailors have encounters this omen, I will send it to you right now. Because I want to see how your character would say it instead of me saying it. Really quick on Discord. Oh, wrong copy. Right here, right there, and paste. There you go. That's the suspicious one.
That water is mesmerizing.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so Sullivan will totally take the carcass. Well, I mean, we kind of threw it overboard already.
Oh, Reef threw it overboard.
Oh, you're right. The
How-
flashback can happen.
Remember, I said I guess I'll just throw it overboard then.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I rolled.
But you don't know if he did. But then maybe in the moment that you kind of like realize this, maybe you can ask if the bird is still there. I mean, Reef can swim, so technically,
I'm not gonna ask if the bird is. I'm gonna ask where the bird went, and once they answer it's overboard, I'm gonna kind of grumble and get Reef to take the wheel, and I'm gonna find like a couple of provision and cut a bit of the meat and make a little boat and grumbling the whole time that nobody knows the real traditions of sailing and blah blah blah. And yeah, make a like take a couple of pieces of wood and make a little raft for the stupid bird. Lower burn the start a fire on the whole thing and lower it in the water and let it go and say a couple of words under my breath as I keep mumbling about the lack of respect for traditions that my crew has.
Red's just gonna be like leaning over the banister gun. Sully, you good? You need some help there, buddy?
When an albatross dies on your ship, it's a bad sign.
It's Hookum.
Albatross have always been the protectors of seafaring vessels, and I will not hear otherwise. They're a sign of good omen, and one dying is a sign of bad omen.
They're carrion eaters. They
Are they?
Your complete lack of respect is appalling. You're
are
pulling.
not carrion eaters? I thought they were.
No, I'm pretty sure they eat fish.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
You know nothing. Which, don't
All
get
right,
me wrong.
look.
You and what is going to happen on my ship? Expect to, and whatever bad omen might happen, whether or not it is bullshit.
Okay. Look, I was out of line. And to apologize, I'll prepare you an extra special supper tonight.
No.
Out of character. I hate you so much. In character.
You
Thank
probably
you.
the divinity you're probably wanting is Gosre, deity of nature, the sea, and weather.
And Yeah. Anyway, I'm and in character. I'm gonna say, thank you. That's very kind of you, and appreciate it a lot. And then I'm gonna go back to saying to cook the goddamn bird, isn't he?
I mean, I was always going to cook it.
I hate you so much.
That's why I
I
reacted.
wasn't going to feed you, but now it's just poetic.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to react because like the moment you say you're gonna feed him, like instantly I connected the dots.
The guy, I 100%. The moment he did a stealth roll, I 100% knew what he was doing.
Amazing.
Look at this harmony we've. I might just end up going fishing by myself
So,
anyway, just so
as-
I can avoid the awkward
Exactly.
conversations that are going to happen.
Exactly. All right. So bones at this point. So maybe just a few more days of like cleaning this the bones, making sure like there's no more like meat attached to it. This will be the a very to sell to collectors or to a museum, to the next port, or you know wherever you guys want to sell, or if you guys want to keep it. This is like technically a trophy for you guys. But it's all up to you. But it's still gonna be on the deck for a couple more days. So on that note, it's now dinner time, and as like the sun has come down, and supper, and that is an amazing cooking roll.
The stew is delicious, Sully.
You bastard.
Yes. So you like the aroma is starting to kind of like fill the deck. Is it the deck, the bottom part?
The galley would be the bottom.
Okay, sorry, the galley. So the aroma is starting to kind of like flow through the galley, and creating something very delicious for the evening.
I've also taken the opportunity to fluff up your pillow, Captain. Just add some extra padding in there.
I will hurt you.
Red's probably at this point looking at Reef like,
But Sullivan
going
is
on?
very happy.
Reef just gives you the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen.
And he takes it all in and does not realize a thing. You idiot.
Surprisingly, it tasted like fish. It didn't taste like chicken. That was a good day.
No.
So about a as a couple of days I will need someone who the helm, who would be the either or, because whoever has is gonna be in the crow's nest will give you advantage on perception check because you're at the top, you can see everything, and then the one at the helm just a regular roll.
I feel the person who would be the most logically proficient at the crow's nest would have to be our NPC person.
Okay.
is it
At that-
Halyan?
How young is?
Halyan.
So he will be at the top. Okay. So who will be at the helm?
Giving his report to.
That's
So
right.
Reef then.
So Reef. Okay. So Reef, please give me a perception roll, and then I'm gonna do a skill
Perception. Okay.
Yes, please. Okay, I have it. All right. Oh, I forgot with advantage because he's at the top. You Reef, as the one kind of like driving, you already see something in the distance. It's kind of like a silhouette. Like around this time, maybe it's already been like right noon, like 12 o'clock, middle of the day, and at the like it's just kind of like far, so like the heat haze from the sun is like making it a little bit blurry for you. But how yes, I see something.
Yeah, I see it too.
At 2 o'clock. And then it's like he like slides down. Is a person adrift?
Person. Well, we should go try and rescue them then. Captain! Captain!
Right,
captain.
Sully.
Sully.
The captain is in his
cabin,
little
yeah.
bubble. Like he's finished his report and now
Yeah.
he's writing in his journal and he's
Yeah.
very concentrating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're going. Overruled.
Overruled, yeah. So you guys kind of like set sail to kind of like go to the direction of where the person is, and as you kind of like get closer, how kind of like look on the side, and it's like start like preparing, it's like doing the
Reef will go.
Alright, reef. Alright, and you go next to the person. This person is just bobbling like on the water and like in a piece of plank, like a big plank, big enough that keeps him afloat. Not like his inspection. Do you have medicine?
Medicine is. Hang on. 10, I think. Yeah, 10.
Okay, so with that enough knowledge, you can already see that this person is quite dehydrated. He has massive sunburn on him. It looks like he's been out here for days. You don't know how long, but he's alive though. Like he's still alive, but in the brink of death. It's like probably just if you haven't found him, 2 days later he would.
I'll start off by using my medicinal water right off the bat.
Okay. So you soak him in water. It's like he's looking a little bit better than he was before, and then he started. It starts coughing.
I promptly put him over my shoulder like a bag of potatoes and just start
Yeah.
climbing the side of the ship, bring
Yeah.
him on top of the deck.
Well done. And then he's still visibly weak. Like
Actually, I would bring him just in the shade, especially if he's severely sunburned.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so you immediately carry him since he's too weak to walk. Instead of putting him down at the deck, you went downstairs. And I'm assuming like Cal will be downstairs, and Cal, you see Sully carrying a person that you don't know, and this is what he looks like now that everyone is seeing him.
Reef promptly kicks Sully's door on the way. Like, just, get your ass over here!
All the way on the other end.
Oh no, there's 2 stairs.
Oh right.
Yes, yeah.
Well, there's the staircase here too, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh no, but if you're going downstairs to see the captain first, then Cal won't see you. But if you go down to the other side, then Cal would see you. Which stairs are you gonna go to? The side of the boat, and then Sully kind of like opens the door with a sorry, Red. What did you say?
Red said he's kind of good looking. Can we keep him?
It is a valid Reef's healing abilities.
So if he doesn't wake up, Sullivan is.
He probably just should let him rest. I mean, that much sunburn, I'm guessing that comes with sun poisoning, so Red
Doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Sensei, he is he's a new welcome member to our group as well. He is my
It works, and then it just kind of like comes out. But anyways, like, he accepts this. Like, thank you so much. And then like you handed this to him, and moments later he finished eating, and he's more calm now. And then like I believe a proper explanation is due.
Yeah, story time can be later. Just rest. Obviously, this ship is not a crew of one. Well, you don't owe me a debt. You, as we all in our lives, all have been helped one way or another. But once you're up and about, you could probably give us a hand.
Certainly, yes.
And I basically just wait until everyone basically knows he woke up.
Yeah. So that's
And you all want to probably, come to
ambush.
Right.
So as you're kind of like
Now, are we considering that this might not be an enemy ship?
Yes.
Yes, we have to consider that.
But I'm not gonna get caught. Like,
Sure.
Knowing that there are pirates in the area, and
Yeah.
well-known pirates in the area, I'm not gonna get caught with my pants down.
Right.
Makes sense.
Dalton,
I
Do
mean,
you know
we
how
could
many-
tie the skeleton of this thing on the prow. That would probably scare people off.
Yeah.
Just give me a moment.
not put the $300 worth of bones. Oh, family.
Sorry about that. Alright, yeah. So what did I miss?
I was just making the argument that tying $300 worth of bones in front of the ship
Oh.
is probably not a great.
Yeah, someone who has the illusionary stuff can
Yeah.
do that. But it's in the middle of the night. They're not going to see any of that anyway.
So it since everyone is kind of like around and like looking at the vast like horizon, Kira pointed that there is an island nearby, and you have the option to either keep sailing. Hopefully they don't see you, or you guys could dock on the island and hopefully the potential threat or friendly that you don't know would just pass.
So I'm gonna assume the worst case scenario where they are pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to run or do we want to take them down like good people should? Now, you can tell that Sully wants to take them down just because he likes the idea of the glory of taking pirates down.
Of course.
But
When we go up deck, use our spyglass.
the idea.
How big is it? How big is the crew expected to be? Is it the same ship that Dalton and his crew were suffered under? He may know the number of pirates on that crew.
Right.
To give us information based on.
If we decide to fight, I think the plan is we follow the ship during the night, because you can't really tell on a ship. You can't really tell what's happening at night, right?
Yeah.
So since they are nice and well, if I'm starting to think that they might not be bad people because of the whole they have lights on their ship kind of thing, but I say we follow them, hopefully from a distance until daytime, and once
That point,
the sun rises and we can tell a bit more who they are, then we can decide what happens. But if we don't want to take the chance, now is the time to decide that.
Well, they could be slavers, and obviously we all have a dog in that hunt. If we could,
We all want them down.
Right.
That's a
Wanna
possibility,
affect that change.
but it's not. It's not a sure thing, right? I want to go for it, but I'm not going to go against what everybody.
And if it's good, we may want to parlay with them anyway. Trade some of our exotic meats for some of their variety of stuff. There may be some kind of trade we can do with them if it's just a merchant ship. So either way, investigating the ship may be a good idea.
Anybody against?
Outside of food to trade with as well, and who knows how much
So
game rules I know.
As
but
everyone kind of like making the discussion, how of course it's part of the discussion here, and then how just kind of mentioned like, sir, Captain, from the distance, approximately their ship is about 2.5 bigger than ours. So I would assume that they have a very massive crew, and I don't think if they are hostile, then we're jeopardizing our mission by exposing ourselves to potential threats.
that's also true.
But we can tell it's a much bigger ship.
he said he estimates it to be about 2.5 times the size of ours.
Mhm.
So it is a much bigger ship. That being said, if they are a bad guy, they're not necessarily fully stored. Pirates often run skeleton crews.
But we're also running a smaller crew than we technically should be for about this size. So
Yeah.
I figure it would have to be at least 4 times of what we are in order to run the ship proper anyway.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think I believe in us to say that we are strong enough to take to challenge on. But if we don't want to, I'm not gonna argue.
Also ocean or sailor. You know, just give me a roll, and we could perhaps decide like a better course of action, perhaps based on your experience.
And maybe not. Oh, what happened to my game? And maybe not roll ones.
Eh.
Hopefully not roll ones.
We'll do our best.
I see a 2. Who had that 2? Okay, so with those rolls, they're decent enough. At the best of your ability, considering the size of your crew, you have an injured person underneath. Thinking about the plan that you know following them, and if by sunrise, there's a chance if you
Hostile. So if we don't want to attack them, if we're assuming they're hostiles and we don't want to,
there will be hostile. But I think it would be better to kind of like dock on a ship, let about a day pass, or you know, like a half a day or something, to at least the evening. Just let the evening pass.
Yeah.
To a more safer spot, which is like by the island, and you'll be able to make at least increase the chance of survival.
We can get to the coast of this island, pull our sails down. Then it's harder to see our ship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even in the morning, it'll be hard to see because there will be these big sails.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So that would be kind of like what
probably the better idea, since it's such a much bigger ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would best. I think checking out, and then obviously we can also entertain the idea of, you know, getting firm ground under our feet if we want. See if there's any fruits or veggies in range to the ship.
well, I mean, if we're close to the island, we're not far from port. So I don't know. I'd stop and explore. I'd probably just go all the.
Yeah. So you guys either get off or stay on the ship, but you know, dock like close to the island, or go to the beach and just camp there. You know, so you guys would at least be warm if you guys are gonna do a campfire or anything like that. At least it's a bit hidden in the forest of like the island. But it's up to you guys. Up to you guys.
On the coast. I meant in the morning if we wanted to see if there looks like there's some something looking at on the island. Otherwise, we'll just move on because we want to get to cuddle and truly actually shop or trade some of the exotic meat for other foodstuffs or any other items that we might want, and maybe hire a crew. Why don't we do that? Right, Sully?
I like it.
Okay. So you start like saying, so you're trying not to open any lights at the block, and you're trying to kind of like maneuver your way towards the island, trying to make sure that you guys don't get spotted. Upon like reaching like a certain distance from the island, you guys are sorry, are you guys staying at the boat or are you guys getting off?
We're gonna stay on the boat.
You're gonna stay on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are we doing kind of like a round of like taking turns of keeping watch while everyone is sleeping? Are you guys doing just solo or are you guys doing it in pairs? I'm just wondering.
Probably one on the deck and one watching
the crow's nest, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
One watching from the crow's nest, and then somebody watching.
Try to take turns. Hours later, like in the night. Characters don't know. Okay. I guess yeah, it's like give me a general idea of the order of who would be doing the watch. Would be like the first group, the second group, or the third group of how many watch are you guys doing throughout the night?
Well, who do we have? Who do we have in the first place?
Well, of course,
doing watches.
There's
Halian.
There's Hal, there's Kira, that's not here, and the fourth group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we have two people that do not have low light vision, so we should put those at the beginning and at the end of the watches, like a dusk and dawn kind of.
Right.
Okay.
Well, the
And
person
those
who's in a room watching our prisoner doesn't need dark vision.
no, you're right. I guess not.
Yeah.
And in
So,
theory, I personally have dark vision an hour every day.
but we'll pair up.
Sure.
Obviously, who doesn't have
Who would
dark
pair with
vision
who?
in the deck, but we'd also want don't have anybody here right now.
Well,
Right.
in a sense, yeah. I mean, they could be together too, and then
Well,
we
why
would
don't we do
roleplay
this?
how it happens.
I will team up with the first watch with Hal.
Okay.
Then Kira and Reef
Yep.
can take the second watch, and then Sully and Red take the third.
Hmm.
Sounds good.
And if that's not enough to do it, then me and Hal will take the fourth, depending on how
That makes sense.
long the blocks.
Okay. So there's like 3 teams. A good a long rest is like at least everyone would get 8 hours. So we'll probably assume like every 3 hours you guys do switch shifts. So on the first watches, you like it was quite peaceful. The ship on the distance, as you're kind of like general idea trying to see it without any lights, they're still quite visible just from like on the lights that they're kind of like portraying like on the distance, like really tiny dots of lights. They're still around. And then on the second watch, with Kira and sorry, who was with Kira?
Reef.
Reef. Since Kira would have the higher perception, she would be at the crow's nest, um, and Reef would be like in the docks. As you guys kind of like take turns, uh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. But Reef, you just kind of notice Kira is have noted it's not doesn't seem like that's just all it does. It's like she doesn't seem like herself a little bit. It's just like something just feels weird to you. You don't quite pinpoint it, but it doesn't seem like her usual self. And the last watch comes in, and morning comes. I'm gonna see if so because I can't somehow do a secret roll, so I'm gonna try to roll.
Way for you to send specific party members a role without anyone else seeing.
Yeah, it's just like I just want to do a GM roll, but then like I don't know how to do it like without you guys seeing the values.
Oh, okay.
On
Well,
Foundry.
do you have table?
I think you just hold control when you click on the roll you want to do.
Control.
So when you do the roll, if you go on a skill or something,
Yeah.
if you hit control,
Hold control.
It automatically sets the roll mode to private GM roll.
Okay. And then because it is nighttime, so there's a bit of that.
You should be able to do it manually as well if you want.
Okay.
If you get the control.
So I need to hold control before I click roll, correct?
Before you click the skill.
Okay. And okay, it says here the roll mode is private GM roll.
Yep.
So if I roll this, players shouldn't see the value in any case.
Yes.
And how come I didn't add the modifier? Oh, I did. Okay. As the last watch,
Yep.
as you kind of like are discussing, what's everyone's perception DC? Just want to check. Gonna make sure this is a little bit accurate. Perception 18, DC 20. You hear like a light splash. Just a light splash. It's not like in the
island?
ocean, in the like just like in the close proximity.
Okay, that's all I see. I don't.
That's just all you heard. You didn't like.
He and I are fairly far apart, right?
Yes, yeah, fairly far.
Yeah, I would be in the crow's nest because I have the higher
Oh,
perception.
if you're in the crow's nest, then there's
Isn't that what you said?
no.
The person with the highest perception would be in the crow's nest.
Well, someone
no.
would be in the crow's nest or the deck, and
Well-
one person would be on the sub level where our prisoner is, or not prisoner, our guest.
Okay. No, I can change it a little bit. Sorry. So, because when I mentioned that the highest perception, like in a sense, was Kira. So during the whole roleplay, that's the mention. But
So in that case, I'd probably be on the deck. Yeah, that's in the dark. I'm not that foolhardy.
fair enough. All right. So you should definitely just by the deck. I'm assuming like you guys are on both sides to make sure to cover all view. Like you do hear a splash and coming nearby. And which part of the boat would you be at? Like at the front or at the back, where the helmets?
Probably at the back
At the
near
helm.
the wheel.
Yeah. So when you kind of like heard the splash, you kind of like hear it like on your right side, like around here, but with disadvantage.
Okay. If it is completely dark, I would probably activate my
Your ability.
my eye. It's an item. There's
Oh.
glasses of
Oh, okay.
glasses. Goggles of night.
Goggles. Okay, yeah. So you would roll with normal perception without disadvantage, and then Kira would sorry, Red would roll
Oh.
with disadvantage.
They actually give me
just-
+1. Sorry.
Just to be clear, I'm looking out at what.
The direction where Sully mentioned that he heard something.
Can I cast dancing lights
You can. You can cast
so
dancing
that
lights?
we can
Excellent
actually
idea.
see?
Yep. Sure. Yeah, so you cast dancing lights, they're just like floating orbs. But keep in mind that if you cast these lights, then you know others would see you guys.
Oh
so
well, yeah. I guess I shouldn't do that, huh?
I'm okay with it, but I'm just reminding you guys. So, what would your character do at this point? Like, would you?
Well,
try to see-
Red would probably be slightly more aware of what's going on than I am.
Well, is that the side of the island or is that the side of the sea?
the side of where the island is, like the direction of.
So
that side.
as long as she keeps the light close to the boat, it might not be.
Right, so as you kind of
Yeah.
cast dancing lights, it can be a bit of the.
Ugh, what is with these rolls?
Today is not the day.
I give up. I gave up last game too. This game hates me.
Good God.
Personally, I'm not a suspicious,
Wait.
superstitious person, but I think it is related to that.
I get
Oh,
a +1
man.
because of my glasses. I don't think it's in there.
Okay, so
Is
your
it?
total would be 15 instead of 14.
I can't see with the black on black.
Let's see, I can read it real quick. You do get a +1 item bonus to perception check involving sight. So instead of 14, that is a 15. You don't see anything. That you didn't beat the stealth DC, unfortunately.
Whatever it is must have sunk to the bottom.
Maybe it was the wind.
Maybe it was the albatross.
And
So we're probably gonna stay there for 30
Yeah.
seconds, and if nothing
Nothing-
see
nothing comes
anything,
out,
go
no,
back to.
doing your route. And
I'm gonna actually go around and double check on everybody to make sure that everybody is where they belong in one piece.
I should kind of like check. For this one, I would try to ask you again for another perception. See if you notice something that's odd downstairs.
You're gonna ask me for another perception, then I'm gonna get an even lower score on.
A bit better,
Slightly better.
slightly better, but the DC was 15. Like why?
I give up, man.
Anyways, everything seems normal to you. Everyone is sleeping. Everyone is snoring. Your guest is also in the same bed still. He's just like snoring, and Kuma is just kind of like like not cuddling, leaning his head like on his side of the bed. Everything seems normal. And hours later, you guys took turns. You guys, everyone wakes up, but Kira is
Yay,
missing.
nobody died.
Nobody died, but Kira is missing.
That sounds bad.
Yes.
I'm gonna mention that I heard something jumping in the water at the middle of the night, and then
Oh, I could have jumped in the water and done it myself. I forget.
in the complete darkness.
What do you call this? So
I have
Ashram,
low light vision, so.
let's say Red will be like closest to Kira in terms of like relationship because they've shared a few girl moments throughout the trip. Red looks for Kira downstairs, and now that she's actively looking for her, she sees like a lump on her, like where her bed would be, and then when she kind of like pours the blanket, it's just like a sack there.
And there was a splash last night. I did a head count and everything seemed fine. But
How
between
long
then
ago?
and now, somebody.
How long ago was the splash?
GM, would I have a.
Hours ago.
Okay, swimming won't help here.
And as a fun friend's expression, one of your lifeboats is missing.
Okay, well, one of our lifeboats is missing, so.
So we
Reef,
missed an entire
swim.
lifeboat. How dumb can anyway?
Yeah, how did you guys let
You slept really well with that fluffy pillow.
Again, I did a head count. Everybody was there.
Yeah, but how did someone get a boat up from the second level of our ship through the gangplanks and all that stuff with Sully?
To kind of like let it drop from inside, like to drop on the side. So she didn't bring it up the stairs to bring it down to the water. There's like a mechanical way that brings the boats down.
Which
Here
wouldn't
is
be
super stealthy.
quiet.
Yeah, she did install.
No, it wasn't quiet, and we heard it. We just didn't realize it
Here's-
was coming in.
But
How would
the,
I not? How would I not notice a whole person
And-
missing?
and the rope and the
And she
and the-
wouldn't be able to.
She kind of like tried to look around. You did see, everyone's actively looking, yelling for Kira's name, and how kind of like approaches Sully immediately. It's like, Captain, I was at the crow's nest and of the island.
Time to go hunting for Kira.
Hmm.
We're gonna go I'm gonna
Did she
propose that we go ashore, and
Give
she didn't
her-
talk to us.
her gear?
Let me see, because I don't know what the player did. So I will have to investigate it myself. One moment. Kira's chest. It's he's like all the gear is still in there, but
Okay.
his main gear, like her backpack, like her venturing kit, and everything, that is missing.
Okay, so she didn't like pack everything and go. She just
No.
what her carrying junk is. Okay.
Yeah. And in Reef's recollection, she felt a little bit odd during the watch when you guys were together.
Okay, well, let's go hunting for Akira.
Let's go.
And as kind of like your friend, the new thing, your boats and whatnot, he asked, Captain, could I be of use to you right now? Like anything I can do?
Yes, of course. Come.
Yeah.
I'll believe that in about a year when I've worked with him.
That's fair enough. So
I'm gonna put my hand on Sully without giving him any contacts and cast a spell.
So you're both
Here.
large, of course. You wouldn't even have it like think of it second thought, and like all of a sudden you just notice like your eye level is like getting higher and higher and higher, and for everybody else just seeing this a proportionally large humanoid Next
How
to you,
does it
Halloween.
How does it feel finally look me in the eye?
You're small.
Ken,
This is-
what are you thinking about?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. If
I'm going. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll to hit, and I'm gonna attach it with lightning if it hits. But knowing my wonderful, wonderful ability to roll. Oh yeah,
We do have access to hero points.
You do.